ACT won $4,150 was already gone from her future. Sarah Jenkins just didn't know it yet. The afternoon had been perfectly normal. It was October in Dallas, Texas. The air was warm and smelled of fall. Her son, Leo, was playing at the park. Then came the fall from the monkey bars. A sharp crack echoed across the playground. It was the sound of a bone breaking. The emergency room was a blur of fluorescent lights. Doctors confirmed it was a clean break. Leo was brave, barely crying when they set his arm. Sarah felt a wave of immense relief. She had good health insurance through her job. She believed the cost would be manageable. Her focus was entirely on her son. She signed the discharge papers without a second thought. The real cost was not on those forms. The system had already started its quiet work. What did the hospital's billing computer actually see? ACT2, her name was Sarah Jenkins. She was a teacher's aide at an elementary school. She lived in a small, two-bedroom apartment. Her budget was planned down to the last dollar. Sarah was proud of her 720 credit score. She had built it carefully over many years. It was her key to a stable life. 2 weeks later, the first bill arrived. The total charge was a shocking $7,200. She knew her insurance would cover most of it, but the statement showed the full, terrifying amount. She immediately called the hospital's billing department. A friendly voice assured her this was normal. They offered her a monthly payment plan. Just pay $150 a month while insurance processed it. This seemed like a responsible solution. Sarah agreed and made the first payment online. She felt in control of the situation. She was doing everything the right way. Her old car broke down a month later. The repairs would cost more than it was worth. She needed a reliable used car for work. With her credit score, she expected an easy approval. The first loan application was denied instantly. The second came back with an 18% interest rate. Sarah was completely confused. She checked her credit score for the first time in months. It had fallen to 570, a drop of 150 points. She saw a new collection account on her report. The creditor was a company she had never heard of. The debt was for $7,200. It was from the hospital visit. Her name was Sarah Jenkins. She did everything right. Why was she being punished for a bill she was actively paying? ACT3, this is how the system works. It is designed to be confusing. The moment Sarah left the hospital, a clock started. Her son's treatment was assigned a billing code. The clerk used a generic code for a complex fracture. This code did not match the doctor's detailed notes. The insurance company's software saw a mismatch. It automatically flagged and rejected the claim. This rejection happened silently in a server farm. Sarah never received a notification of this denial. Meanwhile, she started her hospital payment plan. But that plan existed in a separate software system. The billing department and the payment department did not communicate. Sarah's payments were recorded, but they did not stop the other clock, the collections clock. At 90 days past the initial service date, the system acted. Her account was flagged as seriously delinquent. It was automatically bundled with other unpaid accounts. That bundle was sold to a third-party debt buyer. The debt was sold for pennies on the dollar. The debt buyer's only goal is collection. Their system immediately reported the full debt to all 3 credit bureaus. This is a tactic known as debt parking. It places maximum pressure on the consumer. They want you to see the credit score damage. They want you to panic and pay quickly. Sarah's good faith payments to the hospital were irrelevant. The debt no longer belonged to the hospital. She pulled her full credit report online. She stared at the name of the collection agency. She had never spoken to them. They had never sent her a single letter. Yet, they had ruined her financial standing. To bring this story to life, the Money Archive has reconstructed these events using synthetic media built from public records, documented cases, and verified financial data. She found the original hospital bill. She scanned the long list of charges and codes. She had no idea what any of them meant. The system was working as intended. It was an assembly line of automated financial destruction. The code was buried in the billing statement. Line item 47 billion. How could a debt she was paying be sold without her knowledge? ACT 4 now, we follow the $4,150. That money was not a fee or a penalty. It was the price of her damaged credit. It was a tax for not understanding the system. Sarah desperately needed that car. She had to accept the 18% APR loan. We ran the numbers for her case study. On a $15,000 used car loan over 5 years, a 6% loan costs $2,395 in total interest. An 18% loan costs $7,545 in total interest. The difference is $5,150. That is the cost of a 150-point drop. This is where the money went. It went straight to the subprime auto lender. They profit from financial distress. The damage did not stop there. Her car insurance premium also increased. Insurers use a credit-based insurance score. Her lower score marked her as a higher risk. That added another $40 a month to her bills. She began her fight to fix the error. She called the collection agency. The agent was cold and unhelpful. He said the debt was valid. He demanded payment in full to stop collection actions. He offered a pay for delete agreement. If she paid the full $7,200, they might remove the mark. There was no guarantee in writing. She called the hospital's billing office again. They told her the account was closed. It was out of their hands now. They could not help her. She was trapped between two massive systems. Each system blamed the other. She was caught in the middle. She wrote a dispute letter to the credit bureaus. She included her hospital payment receipts. It was her word against the collection agency's data. Can you ever truly erase a paid collection from your record? ACT 5. This is what it cost Sarah Jenkins, the person who did everything right. The damage was far greater than dollars. It was the constant, crushing stress. It was the feeling of being cheated by a faceless system. She lay awake at night, replaying every phone call. The shame of the loan denial burned in her memory. The higher car payment squeezed her budget thin. She cut back on groceries. She canceled Leo's swim lessons. There was no room for error in her life anymore. Her small emergency fund was now gone. It had been eaten by this single medical event. She lived in fear of another accident, another unexpected bill, another trip to the emergency room. Her sense of security was shattered. She remembered the moment she almost escaped, the first call to the hospital billing office. The agent's voice was so reassuring. "You're all set, just make the monthly payments." Sarah trusted that voice. She believed the person on the phone was there to help her. She did not know they were just reading a script. She did not know about the other clock ticking down. That single moment of trust was her undoing. It cost her her credit score. It cost her her peace of mind. It pushed her to the edge of financial ruin. She was a good person caught in a bad system. The system showed no mercy. It did not care that she was a single mother. It did not care that she tried to pay. Is the entire medical billing system designed to be this confusing? ACT 6, the system hook was line item 47 billion, the incorrect billing code. This is the secret architecture of medical debt. Small data errors create massive financial consequences. Her fight was not just about one bill. It was about a system that defaults to punishment. Sarah eventually learned about the Fair Credit Reporting Act. It gives you the right to dispute inaccurate information. She sent a certified letter demanding debt validation. The collector had 30 days to provide proof. They could not provide a signed contract from her. After months of fighting, the collection was removed. Her score began to slowly recover, but the damage was already done. She was locked into that high-interest car loan. Newer credit scoring models like FICO 9 and Vantage Score 3 exist. They give less weight to unpaid medical collections, but lenders are not required to use these new models. Many still use older versions that punish you harshly. This is the hidden system they never teach you. You are graded on a curve you cannot see. In the end, the $7,200 medical bill she tried to pay cost her everything. It cost her savings, her stability, and an extra $5,150 in interest. Every story in this archive is drawn from real financial systems that affect real people every single day. The mechanics you just learned are not hypothetical. They are happening right now in banks, lenders, and credit offices across America. Knowing how they work is your first line of defense, but knowledge alone is not enough. Every financial situation is different. Before making any decision about your money, speak with a licensed financial professional who knows your specific circumstances. This archive exists to educate, never to advise. The Money Archive. Now you know, undefined.